It's 5-star time. It's Burgin's 5-star time. These are going to be two of the things we talked about early in the episode. Bringing them back, I'm giving two of my favorite things to talk about NBA playoffs and going and visiting stadiums. We and Chance have actually experienced a lot of the cooler stadiums together. We've been to the Rose Bowl. We've been to Arizona to see a national championship. We've been to LSU to see a game in Baton Rouge. Obviously, many games in Alabama and Auburn we've been together. So I've actually got to experience a lot of the bucket list items with Chance. But I'm actually going to go with the bucket list stadiums of not only the stadiums I want to go to, but the games I want to see at those stadiums. So,
picky, are we?
Picky, yes. All right, so this is going to be a tie for 5th place. A tie would be Madison Square Garden. I either need to see a fight, which is a UFC fight or a boxing match, a WrestleMania, or a Knicks playoff game. Either one of those things that I could see in New York at the Garden. Probably be more of a fight or a WrestleMania than a Knicks game. That would be my tie for 5, along with the Orange Bowl to see a national champion. I've never been to Miami. I've always wanted to go to Miami. I've been so much of Florida. That's one of the places I haven't been. But to watch a college football game, probably the Gators or Alabama playing in the national championship would definitely be one of my bucket lists. Number 4, Arrowhead to see a Chiefs playoff game right now with Mahomes. They say that the Chiefs Stadium is one of the best home field advantages in the NFL. The NFL doesn't get too crazy. Some stadiums do, but not as much as college. I think Arrowhead's one of those places, but to see Pat Mahomes, maybe one of the greatest of all time, in a playoff game in the snow would be an awesome experience, I think, in Arrowhead. Number 3, Oracle Arena to see a Curry playoff game. I think Curry is a once-in-a-generation type player, but I think when he's rolling and the Warriors are rolling, I would love to be a part of that. Again, a lot of these stadiums, like the Swamp and things I've already experienced, these are things I haven't, so this is why they're still on my bucket list. But yeah, seeing a Curry playoff game, I never got to see Jordan play besides the Barons. I've got to see Kobe play. I've never seen LeBron play. But seeing Curry play in Oracle Arena in California for a playoff game, I think would be a crazy experience. Number 2, Thanksgiving, Jerry World. Something about going to a Cowboys game on Thanksgiving, I think that would be an unbelievable experience. Seeing Jerry World, being there. I know there's been some college football games there. I don't think it would be the same as watching the Cowboys play on Thanksgiving. I know you wouldn't get the same meal. I think I've had plenty of in my 30 years of
Turducken.
Turducken, yeah, exactly. And then number 1, it's a split tie, Yankee Stadium and Fenway for a Red Sox-Yankees game. Either one. I would love to do both. But to see both those teams play in those 2 historical stadiums, I know the Yankee Stadium is not the same stadium as it was that Babe and Mick and all them played in, but to see that rivalry, I've never really been to the Northeast. I've been to Chicago, seen the Cubs play.
Got to see Puig at Dodgers.
Got to see the Dodgers play. We've been to Staples Center together, so we've been, there's another 2 on the list that me and Chance have gone to, seen Staples and Dodgers.
We've been all over the California Stadium.
Rose Bowl,
Staples,
yeah. So, but yeah, one we haven't been. I've never been to is the Northeast. Chance, have you ever been to New York?
I've been to New York, not to the stadium.
Okay, so yeah, but to see the Red Sox play, which I know Chance loves the Red Sox, or see the Yankees play each other, that's got to be number 1.
No, if I was in New York, it would be for a fight, like you said.
Yeah.
It would be for a baseball game.
Yeah. All right. Next thing we talked about earlier in the show was the 7 different champions in the NBA, which had me thinking, what are the best dynasties in the NBA history? I consider a dynasty, you got to win back-to-back, and you got to win 3 out of 5. So that leaves the Spurs off the list. As many championships as they won, they never won back-to-back. In order to be a dynasty, I think that's one of the crucial things. You got to win back-to-back. So number 5 is going to be the Warriors. I think they won back-to-back with Durant. They had one of the greatest seasons of all time where they didn't win the championship, but they've won now 4 championships. And obviously Curry getting another one without Durant was a huge deal. So I think the Warriors in the 2010s, 2020s would be number 5. Number 4 would be the Lakers in the 80s. I think if I look back, I wouldn't have them above the Lakers in the 2000s with Kobe and Shaq.
These are the Magic Lakers, right?
And the Magic Lakers. I don't think the Magic Lakers could beat the Kobe and Shaq Lakers. I just don't think they could.
No.
So that's why I got them at 4, and I have the Lakers of the 2000s that won 3 in a row as number 3. Number 2, the Bulls in the 90s. The Bulls in the 90s is number 2. 6 championships. I know there's a little break with Michael in between when he went and played baseball. 6 in 8, 9 years or whatever it was. I hated that one. That was one of the few dynasties that broke up that was like, man, they probably could have won another one, and it didn't end because they weren't the best team anymore. And then number 1's got to be the Celtics. Yeah. Celtics in the 60s, early 70s, 11 championships. Bill Russell. there's not going to be. I mean, there was 2 crazy runs with UCLA and the Boston Celtics in those eras with John Wood and Red Auerbach. Auerbach, or however you pronounce it. I should be able to pronounce that knowing how great he was of a coach. But to me, the Celtics, that is the epitome of winning basketball. You know, so many Hall of Fame players, obviously led by Bill Russell. But yeah, that's got to be the number 1 dynasty. I don't know when the next time we'll see a dynasty. I think the NBA has done a good job of spreading out the talent through the lottery and some other things. So we may not see one for a while. I know LeBron and them were close to Miami. They only got 2. They didn't. You got to get more than 2. I think you got to get 3 and 5 and a back-to-back. So
I couldn't believe he put Celtics at the top of this list. I really thought it was going to be Celtics at 2, Bulls atop that. But also that they left the Heat off. But then I guess you had to win more than 2. So that makes sense there. But yeah, I'm shocked. I love it. Celtics definitely are the best in the dynasty.
Yeah, you really love those 60s when Bill Russell and the boys were playing, didn't you?
Hey, that's when I became a fan. Up in the womb.
Yep. You were not in the womb in the 60s.
In the seed.
Burgin's 5-star. We're out.